Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Well, a steady rain has been falling here, but it has not dampened the spirits of the hardy folks at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
Now the former volunteer is Dylan Sampson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Red. Silver.
Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, they're going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
When you look at this Saints defense, this unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
Bates' kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, set. 19. Hey, smash front.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Deron Payne, the big deep tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
He'll look to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
There's Chris Olave. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Cougar 19.
2nd and 6. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 6.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll set up a throw. He'll try and do this himself. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Red on red. Silver.
Right back to him on first down. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Right, let's go. Silver.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson sheds off the tackle. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dylan Sampson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Ball at an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That was a good run. Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
They'll run it for the first time with David. And coughed it up. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had that look down before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one is right through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
13 yards remaining on second down. Lawrence will throw. And Walker with it over the middle. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Arises on to punt here as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They're going to look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. First down, they'll go to the ground attack. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll run on first down. Sampson. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Here we go, baby. Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
11. Hey, Soko. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Soko,
Here's Lawrence. Now, and they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Trevor Lawrence as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after try forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Browns 17, Saints 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he is caught.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave,
77 yards.
and the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On 2nd and 10,
Lawrence setting up the screen for Sampson.
that helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Rip, 23. Here we go. Hey, Jupiter. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And Walker has it. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is taken at about the 14. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Complete to Olave on the out route. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Back to 60. Back to 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
On play action, they'll throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragons.
He'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Browns 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up. The
Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the shotgun, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
Hey, Lion!
Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Easy. Here we go.
On first down, Sampson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He'll swing this out to Sampson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hey, easy, route.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
Rip, 23. Hey, son.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
19 Tiger.
Got his man, Dell. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41. This is about what you'd expect. Defense selling out to stop the run. Pretty good on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah, you're no longer really worried about making sure you're holding up the offensive lineman as a defensive lineman. Now you're just talking about getting in gaps. You're trying to get upfield, penetrate, and make a play on the football. Especially, before the running back really gets control of it. That's what you're doing. You're also bringing the linebackers in to jam the line of scrimmage. And the safety is going to be there as well.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Our partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the 1st as he's dropped at the 46. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Highsmith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
They were looking for a big play in this comeback situation, and they call a play-action pass, and it backfires. If you're going to run that play this late in the game, you have to have a plan in mind to avoid the sack. Throw it away, scramble, do something, but don't go down in your own backfield.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, it's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. Sampson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That'll be complete to Sampson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, run! Son, this is Hunt. Silver.
Lawrence will throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves it with 3rd and just a yard.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
On 3rd down, Sampson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the ball. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Go. Hey, Soko. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Right, let's go. Next side.
They'll run on first down. Sampson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now first and goal.
Decent 24. Turn. Next side.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
23. 11, add it.
Sampson not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Go, let's go. Silver.
Throwing now, Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10.
He's back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here comes second down.
Back to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long.
70 Lions. 18 Pioneers.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone